Yeah. So I think the fight that we probably see is Tank's fight coming back, warm up. I wouldn't even call it warm up. It's a fight. I don't call fights warm up. Come back, get back in the trenches. See where we at, see how that fight unfold, and then it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So what you just heard was the voice of longtime trainer, big brother, father, uncle, mentor figure, well-renowned trainer, Coach Calvin Ford, on an interview he did. And Coach Calvin Ford, he stated that his fighter, undefeated, 3-division, 5-time world champion, superstar boxer, who is widely acknowledged and recognized as one of the faces, if not the face, of the sport of boxing, in Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis is 29 wins, no losses, no draw, 27 big wins by way of knockout, 28 years of age. He'll be 29 years of age in a few weeks. He is 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Coach Calvin Ford was referring to what's next for Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, in 2023, Gervonta Tank Davis, he has had two fights already, okay? He fought January 7th, early this year, the first month of the year. He took on WBA super featherweight world champion, Dominican star boxer Hector Garcia. He stopped him in the 9th round. Then April 22nd, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. He took on and fought the biggest, most lucrative fight, most important fight of his career, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, when he took on Mexican-American lightweight superstar, junior welterweight title contender in King Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis fought, and they did the biggest numbers and the biggest money in Gervonta Tank Davis's career. That's why I say it's the most important fight of his career, because it catapulted him into another conversation, into becoming a household name. That fight did a gate of over $22 million. It did 1.2 to 1.4 million pay-per-view buys. And Gervonta Tank Davis, it did the 5th highest gate in Las Vegas boxing history. Gervonta Tank Davis in the Hector Garcia fight did $5.2 million at the gate. Washington, D.C. at the Capital One Arena. That was the #1 highest gate in Washington Capital One Arena history. So he's been breaking records. And so everybody wants to know what was next. We expected to see Tank Davis in the 3rd fight before the year ended, but Gervonta Tank Davis was dealing with some legal issues that he had to attend to. And then he said he was just going to get his orders and his life in order. And then he will see everybody in 2024. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis, what's important here to note is that he parted ways from longtime promotional company and longtime mentor in Mayweather Promotions, Floyd Mayweather Promotions, and CEO Leonard Ellaby. And he started to do his own thing, GTD Promotions, Gervonta Tank Davis Promotions. But he partnered up with Showtime President of Sports Steven Espinosa. He's still advised by PBC, Premier Boxing Champion founder and advisor Al Heyman. But now Showtime has decided after 37 years, they are no longer going to be participating in the sport of boxing. So we don't know what platform Gervonta Tank Davis is going to showcase his talents on next. It's widely expected that Gervonta Tank Davis is going to showcase his talents on Amazon Prime, as the PBC, Al Heyman, Premier Boxing Champions, is expected to go to Amazon Prime. They're in talks to go to Amazon Prime, as well as they have received offers and conversations with DAZN. So with that said, everybody wants to know what's next. Well, we got the reports, we got the news that Gervonta Tank Davis, he told Al Heyman that he wanted his next fight to be undefeated, undisputed, lightweight world champion, now junior welterweight superstar title contender, Devin the Dream Haney. Devin Haney is 30 wins, no loss and no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout, 24, he'll be 25 years of age in a few weeks himself, 5'9" with a 72-inch arm reach. Devin Haney has a fight coming up December 9th, San Francisco, California, Chase Center Arena, where the Golden State Warriors play, as he's going to face two-time WBC junior welterweight world champion superstar boxer Regis Ruguru Prograis, who is 29 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 24 wins by way of knockout. He is 34 years of age, 5'8", with a 68-inch arm reach. And it's important to note here again, another note to keep in mind, another mental note, is that Regis Prograis is a hard-hitting southpaw and is a power puncher. Devin Haney's last 2 fights against southpaws. This fight, Regis Prograis, and his previous fight was against Olympic 2-time gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko, who is also a crafty, skilled southpaw. We know Gervonta Tank Davis is a southpaw. So is Devin Haney preparing for a Gervonta Tank Davis fight? You combine the skill set of Regis Prograis and Lomachenko, you get somewhat of a poor man's version of Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis, according to sources close to Gervonta Tank Davis, he went to Al Heyman and told him that's the fight he wants to happen next. But obviously Al Heyman has things that he has to square away, like what network his fighters are going to be showcasing their talents on before he can yay or nay that. Okay. But now, as you heard, Coach Calvin Ford is stating that he expects Gervonta Tank Davis' first fight coming back and his next fight to be a warm-up fight, a tune-up fight, opposed to the Devin Haney fight. Now, this is a bit of confliction because they stated they wanted Devin Haney next. Now, obviously, Tank Davis calls the shots. He's the boss. He's going to go in whatever direction he so chooses, but he's also going to go in the direction that Al Heyman more than likely advises him to go in, okay? So a tune-up fight, his next fight, for what? At this stage of his career, Gervonta Tank Davis would be taking a step back after achieving what he has achieved and done the numbers he had done in 2023 to go into 2024 and have a tune-up fight. Doesn't make sense. A warm-up fight, that's taking a step backwards. You want to keep the momentum going that you had garnered, okay? And now, to Coach Calvin's defense, he did say a warm-up fight. Well, I really don't call him a warm-up fight. Maybe he's speaking of Mexican lightweight superstar title contender Isaac Pitbull Cruz, who's 25 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 17 wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age, 5'3" with a 63-inch arm reach. He has been vying for a rematch with Gervonta Tank Davis from their December 5th, 2021 showdown, where he lost a unanimous decision to Gervonta Tank Davis. So is that the fight that he's talking about? Because at this stage of Gervonta Tank Davis' career and what he's already accomplished, it don't make sense. A warm-up against who? Now, on the contrary, one guy I will say can be somewhat looked at as a tune-up, a warm-up. And that would be a major crossover showdown for Gervonta Tank Davis to face against Sean O'Malley. We just seen Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou do massive numbers, do a massive event, and got the world buzzing. And a crossover. And Francis Ngannou is 37. Tyson Fury is 35. They're older. Sean O'Malley, okay, is 29 years of age. Okay, he has a record of 19 total fights, 17 wins, 12 wins by way of knockout, 1 win by submission, 4 by decision, 1 loss, and 1 draw. No contest. 29 years of age. Now he's 5'10", 5'11", with a 72-inch arm reach. Fights at 135 pounds. He's been calling out Gervonta Tank Davis. He just turned 29, October 24th, okay? So they're the same age, essentially, right? They fight in the same weight class, translation, right? And Gervonta Tank Davis turns 29 November 7th, right? In a few weeks. So they're a few weeks apart. They're about essentially the same age. That would do huge numbers for Gervonta Tank Davis. That would be considered a warm-up, okay? That would be considered a tune-up, right? And that's a massive mega fight, and that's not taking a step backwards. Crossover. Sean O'Malley, I'm sure he has a background in combat, but he's not a boxer. Take that fight. That's a mega fight, a crossover fight. The boxing world and the world of combat sports is buzzing because Francis Ngannou dropped Tyson Fury and arguably won the fight. So for right now, if Tank Davis took a fight with Sean O'Malley, with the momentum that we have with this crossover UFC boxing going at it, that would do massive numbers for Tank Davis, and that would be considered a warm-up. That would be considered a warm-up. And Tank Davis, that Sean O'Malley versus Gervonta Tank Davis would do 1.5 to 2 million pay-per-view buys. It would do 1.5 to 2 million pay-per-view buys. So that can be a warm-up. That's the fight he should take. I hope he takes that fight. No disrespect to I Seek Pitbull Cruz, but that would be a mega fight, and then he fights Devin Haney. That would be a massive mega fight. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But let's listen to Coach Calvin one more time before we get out of here and listen to what Coach Calvin had to say. Once again, as I told you guys, he said that he expects Gervonta Tank Davis to have a tune-up his next fight.
Yeah. So I think the fight that we probably see is Tank's fight coming back, warm up. I wouldn't even call it warm up. It's a fight. I don't call fights warm up. Come back, get back in the trenches, see where we at, see how that fight unfolds, and then it is what it is.
You heard what he said. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. So all I got for y'all, I'm gone. Peace.